is noisy as ever out here, but I'm gonna do my best. Hopefully you guys don't mind the noise. I like these natural, like, light beaming in your face type videos, because it feels like y'all out here taking a walk with me while I'm just walking around and chilling, right? But I do also want to speak about something. I had something on my heart today. I know this sounds crazy, but while I was talking about another topic, something hit. Why is it that people seem like they're trying to get people to run away from God within music now? Doesn't that sound like odd to you? Like, it seems like music has always pushed like a demonic type of messaging this entire time. But nowadays it seems like if you want to pop and you want to get famous and you want to be able to sell, you got to sell your soul. You got to come out here and start pushing that demonic ass messaging, right? Like, you'll do it subtly, right? Start doing certain symbolisms, and right, I'm not a stickler for that, because it's sometimes that where you don't even know that you're doing something that can be defined or seen as a symbol, right? Like, I'm really into anime, right? And there's a character named man, I don't want to mess up his name right now, so it's not Kisame, is it, right? It's not. I swear, as soon as I cut the camera off, I'm gonna remember his name. But my high ass, right? I'm forgetting. But anyway, I do believe it is Kisame. But there's a character from a TV show, and his eye is like covered to some degree. And it's just something I thought that was really cool, right? I really love the anime, and it has like really cool effects. And don't take me not being sure the name as something, because I'm a huge pothead and I forget everything, and my mind draws a blank, and I remember it randomly when I don't want to. I'm pretty sure it's Kisame. Anyway, that's something that's just I like, right? It's not symbolism. It's not something that's meant to be demonic. So I don't want to be a stickler for something like that. Like, if they do something that can't be seen as symbolism, especially if they do it on purpose. But I'm noticing that it's a lot of symbolism, and it's getting heavier and heavier. And some of these artists are blatantly telling you, all right, to not go towards God, right? And I'm a Christian, right? I'm a Christian. I'm repping Team Jesus. But this message isn't just for Christians, man. Shout outs to my Muslim brothers and sisters out there. My brother that you guys have met on live stream, Goku, he is Muslim. And I got a lot of other Muslim brothers and sisters out there that might not be, from the same religion per se, but we have the same moral code. And we're noticing a lot of this stuff. You got people like Lil Nas X out here making it pop on the devil, right? As well as a lot of other crazy symbolism. And then people almost telling you to worship them and not Jesus and not God. You could look up, right? If someone is really, and don't take that anyway, but if someone's like an inspiration, right? Like, and you're like younger and you look up to them, I think there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're praising the Lord too as well. You know what I mean? Like, first you got to give him praise, man. Right? There's only one God, as far as I'm concerned, right? But that's me. But I just feel like that's getting lost in translation, right? And then if someone starts to talk about God, they treat it as they're just over preaching. They treat it as if they're doing something wrong, and like, that's so weird, man. That's so weird. And it's going outside of music. It's going into with YouTube sphere and just commentary, where there are people out here that are getting fired for saying Jesus is king. Bet you Tom McDonald won't talk about that, right? Because it will ruin his relationship with Ben Shapiro. There's a lot of frauding out here, and I'm seeing a lot of people running away from the Lord and running towards the devil, and it's disturbing to me, right? And I'm not trying to preach. Right, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just saying something that I felt in my heart. You know what I mean? And once again, I'm not someone who's trying to be heavy-handed and you can't do this and you can't do that. You shouldn't do this, blah, 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 blah. But I do notice certain things, and I feel like it's clear signs, man. And if you haven't noticed, man, there's certain things going on in the world. I don't want to be this guy, but it's clear, bro. Like, I experienced an earthquake recently. Living in a city that I've never experienced an earthquake in my life. I thought it was my neighbors. I should tell you how. Zoom in. I'll tell you how loud these mother effers are. Loud. I thought an earthquake was them. I was like, these niggas is bumping, boy. I was like, they bumping. And then I realized, like, oh snap, there was an earthquake here. Holy smokes! And that was terrifying. That was very terrifying, right? But fam, that's not just it. There's a lot of things going on within the world, man. There's a lot of things going on within the world where people are trying to give praise to certain things that you do in your bedroom. Like, no, listen, fam. I tell people, just keep it away from certain things. Leave the kids out of it. You know what I mean? Also, it shouldn't be everybody's business. You shouldn't go beyond a certain extent. I tell people I'm into BDSM, right? And mostly that's because I'm a public figure, and I know that they'll try to use that to try to destroy me. So I believe in 100% honesty. That's what the Lord told me to do. That's what the Lord told me to do. So I come out here and I'll be honest. But am I saying, yo, this is what happens in the bedroom? Am I showing people that? No, leave that out of here. Because I want my content to be for everybody. Right? I want a message to be received for everybody. If me talking about the Lord and all these good things, right, I put that into my videos, man. There's a message in my heart. I feel like that's what the Lord is telling me to do. And nowhere does it say get freak nasty on your damn public YouTube channel for everybody to go on there and see this and start probably living deviant lifestyles. Like that's not what this is for. It's not what this is for. And I'm not trying to be super positive, man, where everything's good. Sometimes it's gonna be ugly. Sometimes it's gonna be ugly. Sometimes we come on here and just give my opinions on things. This is pretty much what these videos are. It's like opinion pieces. Which me just coming on here and just talking freely. But I don't know, man. It's just disgusting to me. Right? It's disgusting to me. The more I see it, the more I want to just put my word out there. Once again, I'm not a preacher. I'm not trying to force feed the Lord to you guys. I feel like that scares people away. Right? I'm not no one to judge, but I can give my opinion if something don't seem right. It don't seem right. Now, am I going to be out here trying to enforce? No. No. I'm going to be extremely, no. All right, what's the word I can say? Logical, right? And just give my opinion, man. Just talk about it, right? Just talk about it. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? And once again, this message is not just for Christians. This message is not for just Baptists or, right? Like I got a shout out to the Muslim brothers out there, the Muslim brothers and sisters. This message is to anyone who's out here repping for the Lord, bro. That's all. No matter what you're doing, hip hop, pop, R&B, rock, whatever you're doing, if you just living your life just with one step at a time and best foot forward, right, stepping for the Lord, then I don't think there's nothing wrong. Once again, I do want to say that it should never get to anything where it's personal and you are trying to cause harm to anyone. But if you think I'm not going to speak for the Lord, you crazy. That's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video. I know this video is not going to get views. It's not going to have any trending rappers in the title, but I don't really care about that. This is a hobby for me. This is what I want to do. And what I wanted to do is talk about the Lord. Watch my other stuff if you want to. Check me out on Patreon if you want to. My Patreon's as low as $1, but I also have a free section. I think Patreon just does it in general now, if you allow it, to have a free section for people to come in that's not able to afford Patreon. And this isn't me clowning you, this is me saying I understand. So I release exclusive content for people that are just willing to cross over to Patreon, just in case. You never know, I might lose my YouTube or whatever, and that's another way to access me. Also, if you're able to upgrade to my Patreon for as low as $1, that's cool as well. It's not something forced. It's if you feel like you're able to do it and if you want to do it. I'm a pirate, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't want to force anybody to support me, but it does help out a lot. It makes me able to put in more time and effort, and as well as I want to upgrade like a little studio setup for me to be able to deliver better documentaries and things of that nature. And I'm going to work towards that regardless, and you guys help with that regardless by watching my videos, even the ones on YouTube. So thank you, subscribe, I appreciate you guys. See you later.